Shalom, y'all.
Shalom, y'all.
We's back. Say it again, Josh.
Shalom. Shabbat shalom.
We're on the road again. Feel like it's been a while since we've been here. Go, Willie. Sing it, Willie. I've been trying with something and my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again.
Shalom.
Shalom, y'all.
What you waiting on?
Hope all y'all been doing fine. We've been doing good. Just been running crazy, non-stop.
As per usual.
So that hasn't changed. We're about to try to invest in some more camera equipment.
Yep.
So we'll be able to make it a little easier getting these vlogs out.
Yes.
Because right now we're using phones, which they got good picture. It just tends to get a little tricky getting videos from her phone to the internet.
And while we on the subject about it being tricky, when you're recording from your phone, yes.
Your tongue?
Well, don't touch it with your teeth. Okay? You might need to drink a little bit of water.
You need some water.
Okay? That's what I'm saying. You need to, whatever it is, you need to get it off and drink some water.
And rinse it off.
And rinse it off. Okay? So can I finish talking now? Okay, one more thing.
To say? You didn't have no beer and mosquito bite your tongue?
Okay.
Okay.
So, back to what I was saying about it being a challenge to record from your phone. Because I know a lot of YouTubers got started with recording from like their smartphones or iPhones or whatever. And it's challenging because when you're in the middle of filming content and then you get a phone call, you gotta stop. You start again, then you get another phone call, then you gotta stop. that becomes annoying.
Or you just get a message that pops up on the screen blocking stuff.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm excited to get some new equipment because we have a lot of content that we want to put out. But one, we want to have better picture quality for y'all, and two, it'll be a lot easier for us to
get it uploaded
and all that good stuff. So I'm just excited about that.
Yay!
And because y'all has been so awesome, and our channel is constantly growing, and y'all are constantly coming on here and watching videos and so on and so forth, it's only right for us to continue to grow and develop even better content than what we're putting out. So with that being said, baby, you got anything else to say?
I always have something to say, but whether it's relevant or not is something different. So, in our journey, there's some decisions we're praying on. We pray on all of them, but these will be decisions that y'all will actually join us with as we transition into them over the next couple of years.
Right.
It's just somewhere that we feel Yah is leading us
Right.
to better prepare for our future, to better prepare and leave something for our family.
Right.
Not only healthier living,
Right.
just kind of escape a little bit more of Babylon.
Right.
So, hang with us through this. It's not a next vlog you're going to see a process, but
Right.
it's going to be a process.
Right.
There's a ton of YouTubers out there that do what we're talking about. I'm not trying to feed too much into it,
Right.
In case y'all turns us the other way.
Right.
Because we've been known, once you pray about something, what you think is right, y'all guide you, be like, no, that's not what I want you to do.
True story.
So, we try not to speak on anything until we get definite answers.
Right.
But regardless of that, we plan to continue to allow you to, or invite you to just follow our journey in our everyday lives.
Right. And if you feel, not to cut you off, but let me just add to this, if you feel led to make some changes in your own life as you see us making changes, share them with us. We would love to stand in agreement with you and pray with you about some of the changes that are coming in your life. We all have things that are coming up. Our changes are going to be some short term, which you will see almost immediate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then some will be sort of long term goals or changes that you'll see over the course of a period of time. So even whether it's short term or long term, I just find that a lot of times when you see people making changes to their lifestyles or doing certain things, you can kind of identify with that, and so if that's the case, then please, leave a comment below. You can email us, what we standing with you in prayer for, and just, whatever. I mean, obviously it would be Yah's will, because we're not going to be having going and interceding for anybody or joining them in prayer if it's something that goes against the Torah.
Right.
I have to put that out there. But we definitely love to pray and love to intercede, not only for the people in our community, but those that don't have the opportunity to come around us and worship with us, but still are like-minded. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of us Hebrews out there, and we need to come together, and we need to, cover each other in prayer. So
one thing I would ask is for the Torah observant followers, that we have that watch us, comment below with your general vicinity.
Right.
Because you'd be surprised. There's a group I follow on Facebook, and they did that the other day. And I mean, there's a lot around us that
we didn't even know was there.
And we would love to just link up and just fellowship.
Exactly.
And,
we got feasts coming up, y'all.
Included in the vlogs,
Yes. This is, and I don't know, I know I probably mentioned this in other vlogs, maybe last year, right? Look, fall feasts, I love all of y'all's feasts, but fall feasts are the ones that to me are just I don't even know what the word is. I be excited. I'm excited.
To capture your spirit.
Yes. So if you, like Babe said, are in the area, general vicinity, you don't have to, divulge where you exactly are.
Unless you want to email us.
Right, unless you want to email us.
Email is in the description below.
Right.
Email us and we can work something out.
Right.
We can link up, do a vlog together, just sit down and talk Torah. I mean, or just fellowship all together. I mean, but one thing we've learned is when we sit down to fellowship, Torah always gets brought up.
Exactly.
I mean, because we try to walk Torah out in our daily lives,
Mm-hmm.
so you cannot help when you sitting talking to somebody
Right.
for it to come up.
Right. That's exactly right. True story, something that happened to me. I don't know if I mentioned it. This was several months back. I went to Aldi, and I go into Aldi or whatever. Kind of took my time coming out of Aldi. I probably was in there about an hour and some change, maybe. I don't know. And when I came outside and I started, walking towards the car, I popped open the trunk. And this lady was like, I've been sitting out here forever. I wanted to meet the person that's driving this car. And I'm like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Because it's some weirdos out there, y'all. I mean, you got a random person coming up to you and being like, hey, I had to wait for you to come out of the store so I can meet you because you're driving this car. And I'm like, okay. So, but no, what it was is, and this was probably one of the main reasons why I got the tag I got. I have a vanity tag, and on the vanity tag, it clearly, it is a clear indicator that I am a Torah observer. Like, it's on there.
Both vehicles.
Right, both our vehicles, mine and his. Okay. And so she was just like, I love that. And I'm like, she was like, I want to show you something. So she walks me over to her vehicle, and lo and behold, she had, like something hanging in the dash and in her rear view that, was Paleo Hebrew, and it showed that she was walking in the truth as well. And I was like, wow. And she was just like, we are from whatever place, and which was probably, I don't know, 45 minutes from where we were at that point. And she was just like, we've been looking for somebody to fellowship with or whatever. And I directed her to our ministry, to our assembly. She came maybe a few weeks later because of her schedule, but that's the reason why, I let it be known that I walk in the truth. I'm a Torah observer. Because you will never know who you can affect or who might need to see you to put them where they need to be. You never know. So I would encourage even the Hebrews or those that are walking in truth that watch this channel, let your light shine.
Well, and there's a scripture that just reminded me of.
Right.
It's Romans 1:16, and it says, for I'm not ashamed.
Yes. Yes.
And we're not. I mean, I have to catch myself at work because customers bring stuff up and it
Right.
gets me to talking.
Right.
And I understand that the workplace is not necessarily the place for it.
Right.
But, I mean, some customers are very receptive to it. And if I do not take the opportunity that's been provided, then I'm the one at fault.
Right.
So, I mean, that's just where I look at it. But I try to keep myself from end up taking over the whole appointment with the customer talking
Right,
about Torah.
exactly. But sometimes it's like this. You have to yield to the Ruach. If the Ruach is using you to be a light to somebody else, who are we to stop it? You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, I get it. There's a time and a place for everything. Both Babe and I are in sales. We both work in different sectors like retail, sales, whatever. And it's just like we come into a lot of contact with a lot of the general public. And people are hungry. They're looking and seeking and searching. And Yah is at some point or another going to use either me or him, our children, to minister to those people. And so who are we to say, oh no, Ruach, hold up, I'm at work, I can't have this discussion right now.
Well, and the opportunity
Right.
is when the opportunity that y'all provide.
Right.
So the lady I had the other day, her son comes in, and he works for the city of that we live in.
Right.
And he's searching.
Right.
But he's searching to the point that right now he's kind of confused.
Right. Right.
Because he's a young black man, and I'm trying to drop knowledge on him. Be like, look, you're Hebrew. That's more than likely your origin.
Right.
I said, but then he pulls out an Ankh, an Egyptian Ankh symbol or whatever, and he's like, well, I'm just trying to figure things out.
Right.
And I'm like, you have to study.
Right.
Because stuff seems appealing, but that don't mean it right.
Right. Yeah.
And that's just my concern, and especially for our boys. I mean, granted, we try to teach them, but there's so many outside influences that can lead you and make stuff look appealing.
Exactly.
And that's just a motorcycle. Sorry, squirrel moment. That's my concern for society, and especially our young men and women that's coming up.
Right.
Is society makes stuff seem so appealing.
Right.
And honestly, the more corrupt and wrong it is, the more appealing they try to make it.
Right, that's right. But see, that's the job of the enemy. Hasatan he was said to be one of the most beautiful angels. No, and the way that people are, a person's just in normal human frailties, or let's say human ways, you're not going to be attached to or want to be focused on something that is not attractive. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, it would make sense for the things of the world to look like, ooh, shiny. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ooh, pretty. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point, to make you focus on that thing.
Well, the thing is, nobody wants after anything that's ugly.
Exactly. But let me go back a little bit to the conversation. The part of the conversation when we were talking about speaking about the Most High and helping people to find the truth. I wouldn't. This is for Shay. Okay? I wouldn't want to be responsible for being somebody's downfall, or for being for blocking somebody, or being somebody's stumbling block for finding Torah.
Right.
I wouldn't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. With everything that is in me, I try to be the direct opposite of that. I want to help you know who you are and whose you are, and
grow in Torah.
If anything. So to go back to the original statement that I made about being in a position to speak about Torah and to witness on the goodness of the Most High Yah. Not only is it something that I love to do, but it's my responsibility as a taught one.
Right.
That, hey, I want you to feel the love and the word. Because Yah is the word and the word is Yah. I want you to know that. I want you to get it. That was one of our main purposes for doing this channel, period.
Well, because if you put together old sayings, right, they tell you with great power comes great responsibility. Well, then you back that up, they tell you knowledge is power. So then, once you get the knowledge, you now are gaining power, but now you have a responsibility to share that knowledge.
Boom.
It becomes a circle.
Yeah.
Because then as you feed that knowledge to someone else, especially when you're doing it the proper way, now they're gaining power over their lives, over Hasatan,
That's right.
over everything.
That's right.
And now they turn around and have the responsibility, and it becomes infectious.
Yes.
Now we are promoting spreading the truth.
Right.
But the thing is, if I get it and I don't do nothing with it,
right.
I mean, it goes back to our garden, right? If we don't propagate the seeds at the end, that plant's done.
Yeah.
It don't go no further.
You're done.
But if we take them seeds, we replant them, and it goes through the same process again of watering, fertilizing, caring for, making sure that the knowledge that we learned is now the power to grow the plant.
Yes.
It just keeps going.
That's good. Yep. That's what it's all about, y'all. That is what it's all about. Just growing in Torah, growing in the truth. You know, you got to come out of Babylon. You got to come out of Christendom. You got to come out of the lies and the things that you were taught to keep you in bondage. You got to come out of it. And, you know, let me point something out. Now that I say in bondage, I know a sister who was like, you know, can't nobody keep up with 613 commandments. I'm paying up. Nobody can keep up with 613 commandments. Well, technically, you don't have 613 commandments to keep up with, because me as a female,
there's certain ones that don't apply.
There's certain ones that don't apply to Shay.
And there's certain ones that don't apply to me.
There's certain ones that don't apply to him. So out of 613 commandments, I'm going to do and try to follow to the best of my ability the ones that apply to me. Period. The freedom is that I'm no longer under the bondage of a lie. I'm no longer feeling duped and, you know, manipulated by somebody telling me that half of the Bible, which is my history book, does not apply to me. When you know the truth sets you free. So how are you in bondage? I believe that is the device of the Hasatan. That is the device of the enemy to make you feel like when you are in anything other than the truth, oh, that's too much. Y'all doing too much. Really? Come out of the lie, sis. Come out of the lie, bruh. You have to take a step back and know that, first of all, you don't even know, if you don't know whose you are and who you are supposed to be serving, that's confusion. That's bondage within itself. How do you say that you're not in bondage and you don't know the name of your El? You don't even know the name of your Savior, the person who died for you. And then you saying you ain't in bondage? Come on, that doesn't even make sense. Not on the most elementary level. On the most primary level. That's like saying I don't know who my mama is, even though I spend time with my mama every day. What's my mama name? Mama? Come on. Think about it. Who is your guide? Who is your El? God? Come on. That don't even make sense.
This is such a generalized term.
Oh, what's your mama name, Mama? What's your daddy name, Daddy?
So, you know, you walk in the room of 1,000 women and be like, Mama!
All the mothers gonna stand up. It's the same understanding when you talking about and stand before whatever altar you stand before and say, oh, God, help me. It's gonna be a bunch of guys that's gonna stand up and possibly rise to the occasion.
Right. I'd be like, I got this.
And it ain't gonna be what you want, contrary to popular belief.
And then people want to be like, well, I prayed for, but who did you pray to?
Right.
It may have got answered, just not by the one that you really wanted to answer.
And it's gonna come with strings attached if it's anybody other than the Most High Yah, period.
Well, all y'all has strings, but his is simple. Obey me.
Listen, ain't no strings, cuz. It is what it is. You obey me. If you love me, you'll keep my commandments.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple. It ain't no different than you being in a household with your parents and them telling you, hey, if you do what I ask you to do, your day's gonna be sweet. Sweet. But if you disobey me, I'ma deal with you.
You might not live to see 60.
And then I'm gonna especially deal with you if you know what I said and you deliberately went against my rules. Period. So, yeah. Do I feel passionately about it? Yes, I do. Did I get loud right then? Yes, I did. But y'all got the point. That's the point. You got the point.
Get the point, got the point. Write it down, make it plain, stick it in your brain. I started to rhyme right there, but y'all ain't ready for that.
No, y'all ain't ready for it.
Let me tell you, I get a little loose in the goose in the brain, let you know what to go on the bang. But stay tuned, in about 20 years I'm gonna drop an album. It's gonna be the rapping grandpa. I ain't gonna be Pawpaw by then, I'm gonna be the rapping grandpa. But we love y'all. We're almost to the assembly.
Hey, it was something special.
Oh. But thank you for all your support.
Yes.
Make sure, like I said, drop a comment below if you're in the vicinity. Shoot us an email if you'd be interested in us coming to fellowship with y'all and doing a vlog. Why the whole road blocked off with smoke up here, I don't know.
Yeah, they cooking the whole.
Oh, they got that swine on the dime.
Hulk mud.
But we love you.
Love y'all.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, y'all.
Bye.